Okay, something new for today, bringing you massive value, as I would say. So what I got to talk about today is going to be AI stocks under $100. Now these are not going to be the most popular AI stocks, but I believe these are more affordable AI stocks. So I want to make a video for people that are really like just getting into investing. Maybe they don't have hundreds of dollars to put down on one share of a stock and they're looking to buy some cheaper stocks. These are probably a little bit more risky in some cases than stocks in the other video that I did that you might want to check out, and that's going to be the most popular AI stocks. Those are also some of the most expensive AI stocks. But these AI stocks also maybe a little bit more risky, probably have a higher possible chance of getting bigger gains. So you got the trade-off. It's important at the end of the day. I'm just providing you with this information that you go ahead and if you're going to put your money into anything, not just take my advice, but do your own research on the company, which is why I'm not really trying to tell you too much information about these companies. I think that's more for like you to make your mind up on what you think about each company individually, but I can provide you a lot of value in the form of the price, looking at where the price is right now and when maybe it's a good time to buy. First stock I'm looking at is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. So it's called a semiconductor company. Basically they make hardware that can operate AI programs. So I think AMD is probably the most popular out of all of the stocks I'm going to talk about in this video, which is why I'm talking about it first. So looking at the AMD chart, I would have to say that this one's a little bit on the high side for what I'm looking at. The price right now is about $90. It just hit $100 maybe in the last couple weeks where it got rejected. However, it was down at about $55 back in October of 2022. So it made about 100% move in the past like 5 or 6 months, and it just started to go down from there. So I mean, this one to me is not looking like it has like that much upside to where I would buy it right now. But when I'm looking at the next level of support, there is very strong support around $80. So if I was looking at buying AMD right now, I would probably wait till it goes down to $80. It's hit a high of about 153. So I think that $80 level, that would be a good level to enter, and probably put sell orders for about 100% really when it's at about $150. The next company I want to look at is called Xilinx, Xilinx. The ticker was XLNX. Now this is a semiconductor company, or was a semiconductor company until it was recently bought out by AMD. Now AMD purchased this company, so that means the stock is not trading anymore. You can't buy this stock, you can't buy the stock of this company. But the main reason I'm bringing this up is so that you can understand what happens. So this was its own individual company. AMD bought it out, but when AMD bought it out, they were able to, well, I wouldn't say they did it, but I would say that through the process of them buying it out, the price of the stock dropped. So what happened was they said they were going to buy it out, and then they came back and they kind of said, well, we're not sure, we're pushing the date back. And when they did that, it caused a lot of the confidence in investors to drop, and they started selling. This could be a strategy for a company to do if they're looking to see the stock price drop before they go and buy something so they can buy it cheaper, or it could have been they had no intention of doing that and that was just kind of like something that happened due to the business decisions that they made. But either way, I think it's important for you to realize what can happen if one of these smaller companies get bought out by a bigger company. It doesn't always necessarily mean that the price is going to go up. The next one I want to look at, the ticker is MU. It's Micron Technology. It's another semiconductor company. They produce memory chips that are used in AI. So it's a little bit different from AMD, the other hardware companies I was looking at. Looking at the chart, this one's sitting at right about $61. And really it's kind of bouncing around the range for the past like almost year, it's been bouncing around the range of $50 to $60. It goes down to 50, hits that support, and then it kind of bounces back up to the resistance at 60, and it's done that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 times over the past year. So right now it's really like right at support, and if it breaks that support, the next resistance looks like it's at about $70. If it falls down from the resistance that it's at right now, obviously the support, like I was saying, for the past year has been about 50. So me personally, I would not buy this right now. I would totally wait until either it breaks up from this support and hits that like maybe $65 range, or else I would much rather buy it if it went back down to the resistance of about $50. It's had a high of about $100 over the past 5 years. So yeah, I mean, really the price hasn't been too volatile. It looks like this looks like maybe a less risky investment than a lot of the other ones. I think this is one of the better price spots to buy it at. However, like I said, I would probably wait to see it drop a little bit, like hit back at support before I bought it. The next company I'm looking at is called Seagate Technology Holdings. STX is the ticker. They do data storage for AI applications. So they're really like not as going to be as a big player, I think, in AI. If they're just doing data storage, I don't see that as being like having massive upside as some of whoever really comes out to be like the leader in AI, if there is a leader in AI, like that stock is gonna go crazy to the moon, like make everybody rich. So whoever like picks that one, like good job. But I honestly don't think that Seagate is in that same like class as those other ones that have that potential. But it is affordable. It's right about now sitting at about $63, which over the past 5 years there's really been a low of about like $40 to $50. So it's got a lot of support around 40 to 50, and the high has been at about 110. And so yeah, I would say it's more towards the bottom, more towards the support than the resistance. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't, it just doesn't have, it doesn't look as risky, but it doesn't look like it has as much upside either. However, yeah, if I was gonna buy this one, I'd probably wait to see it, drop maybe just down to like $55, something like that. So that's still almost like 5 to 10% from where it's at right now. The next one I'm gonna look at is VIAV Solutions. The ticker is VIAV. They do network testing and they monitor solutions that are used in AI and machine learning applications. So this is definitely going to be like the cheapest and looks like the most riskiest stock out of all of them that I'm looking at so far. The price right now is at about $9. It was up at about $15 in October of 2022. It just took a big drop from, it took about a 10% drop over the past month maybe. So, I mean, not looking at any of the fundamentals of the company, this stock is actually like, like the closest to support of any of the stocks I talk about. Over the past 5 years, the lowest price has been is $8.65, so it's really only like 50 cents above that price right now. However, yeah, I mean, it's all about the company, because the company goes under, you could lose all your investment. So yeah, this looks like a riskier company, but looking at just technical analysis alone, I mean, this looks like a really good time to buy this stock. So yeah, VIAV Solutions Inc., I would say check that one out. Next one I'm going to look at is called Himax Technologies. The ticker is HIMX. They make semiconductors, also applications. They do micro displays and 3D sensing solutions. So that kind of sets them apart from a lot of these other companies in that they're working on, 3D sensing, I'm thinking that's more of like a VR type thing. Yeah, looking at this price, this is kind of like in the middle of price range right now for where it's been over the past few years. Back in 2020, it had a low of like $3.30, went all the way up to like $15. Hit a high of $15, where it did a double top December of 21, and then it came back down and hit a low of about just under $5 in September 22. This price looks like it has just broken support, and it's gonna like go back down to the next support, which is gonna be at maybe like 640, 650. So I would say if I was looking to buy this one, I would wait till it hits that like $6.50 range. It just got rejected from its resistance at about $8. So it just got rejected trying to break that $8 mark and it's starting to go back down. It looks risky, but it does not look as good a time to buy as the last stock as I looked at, but better time than really a lot of, maybe 50% of the stocks that I've mentioned. The next stock I'm going to talk about, I'm very surprised honestly that it's in this category of low price stocks, that the price is as low as it is, because it's probably one of the most well-known names out of all the stocks I'm talking about, and that's going to be Intel. So Intel is like, one of the very original chip manufacturers. They make hardware. Definitely, like, as far as like a risk standpoint, I think like they're a company that has proved that they've been around for a long time and they have the ability to stay around for a much longer time. So, looking at that, that looks good to me. They have, over the past few years, been investing more heavily into AI. They make chips that, AI software, AI programs can run off of. So this could easily be like, one of the companies that has a possibility of being like the leader in AI in the future. So I think like, I think that it's really looking like one of the best deals out of all these stocks I'm looking at. Just looking at the chart right now, it's at about $32 right now, where it's hit a low of about $26. Over the past 5 years, it was in a much higher range of like $45 to about $70. So looking right now, I mean, where we're at right now, like we just broke a resistance of about $30, came up to this $31 point, and the next resistance that I'm really seeing is about $36. So that's going to be like, almost 20% gain if it kept going up right now to the next point of resistance. But the strongest resistance I'm seeing on this is about 44. So yeah, I would say there's a good chance this stock goes all the way up to like $44 before it hits really strong resistance. And the main support is really only down at like 25. So I mean, I don't know, like if I were looking at this stock, I would say maybe the best spot in my opinion would be to wait to see if it hits back down to like that $30 range and it doesn't break that support. Like if it can go back down and test that support of about $30 and it doesn't break that and go lower, then I think that would be a really good time to buy it. And I think that I would probably put sell orders in for around like $43 to $44 and take at least some profit. Okay, so the last stock I'm going to be looking at for this video of affordable AI stocks under $100 is called Teradyne. The ticker is TER. They do testing and automation solutions that are used in AI. Basically, I don't know too much about this company. It sounds like, they're emerging in the AI space. But yeah, I do not know too much about this company, but looking at the chart, I can tell you from that this is not any range that I would be buying at. The price is just under $100 at about $99 right now. Kind of the bottom of the range it's been in for the past like 3 years is about like $75. The main support I'm seeing right now, or the main resistance, is about 130. So yeah, if I was gonna buy this one, if I was looking to buy stock in this company, I would probably wait to see if it went back down to this like $75 to $80 range, and I would buy it in that range. But right about now, it's looking to me like it just kind of hit resistance, and it's like it was rejected and it's starting to go back down to retest that lower range. But yeah, that's all risk, and like I said before, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just trying to give you value in what I see, and you can take it however you want to take it. And the main thing at the end of the day is I'm just talking about, what I think about the price action. I'm not really trying to get into that much about like what I think about the company. I'm just trying to provide you with basic information about that and leave that up to you to make your own decision. So yeah, hopefully you got a lot of value out of this video. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that thing. And until next time, I'm out.